Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
Brian Booth, iFL TV in association with Mackenzie Marbella. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
You boxed today?
It's nice to get a good win. Yeah, it's nice.
Who did you box? I really can't remember.
A kid called Bryn Wayne.
Oh, Bryn Wayne.
Bryn Wayne, yeah. Some young lad from Somerset.
You beat him up, didn't you?
I got the job done.
You know, I was looking at both of your records, you know, before the fight.
Yep.
So I could ask you some decent questions.
Yep.
Who was he? Like, was he any good or was he?
It's just another learning fight for me. No, it's record, but records are for DJs.
Records are for DJs. You know some of these journeymen.
Strong boys, aren't they?
Some of them are tough, you know. Most of them could win if they really wanted
absolutely, to. Yeah. If you're a home corner fighters, absolutely,
yeah. Some of them they see more money in sort of like losing.
Yeah, of course.
Because they box every 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Well, you make sure you do it. You done him in today.
You've got to get. You know that, and you're aware of that. You know they can fight. If you give them a chance to fight, they will fight. You know.
You can't be complacent, can you?
No, of course not. So it's just this case of staying switched on. It was a good fight.
Yeah, you did well. You did well. How hard is it to sell tickets? You know, when you're boxing someone who's a sort of like.
No, it's not difficult. I'm lucky because I do tickets quite well. I'm in my hometown of Doncaster.
It's on Doncaster.
It's nice and easy. Local boy.
You know the Twitter heavyweight champion Dave Allen.
I do. I know him well.
You used to train with him.
No, he used to train. He trained at the same gym that I was managed by. So I've seen him around for a long time. I remember him from the amateurs as well.
You know that guy? He got a top fight on Sky Sports
when he fought
at the
Dillian
Leeds
White
Arena against Dillian White because he was talking on Twitter.
Yep.
Did that sort of like encourage you to do the same?
No, absolutely not.
Or are you a bit more chilled out?
Some people talk their way into fights, and if he wants the big fights, wants to fight Dillian. I mean, I heard him talking the David Price fight up as well. But that's good for him. That's his way of doing it, isn't it? That's his way of selling fights, selling tickets.
You want to do your talking in the ring, don't you?
I'm much more mild-mannered than that.
Are you more chilled out, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a lot more relaxed.
You're more relaxed, yeah?
And I'll let my manager make the fights. That's his job.
Who's your manager? Is it Dave Caldwell or Steffi Ball?
Steffi Ball,
good manager, yeah?
Yep.
He's took people like Gavin McDonnell,
Gavin, Jamie, and he's led them all. Yeah, and now Andy Townend's fighting Ward next week. So
yeah, that's it. You know, on that big Kell Brook show.
It's going to be a cracking fight.
Because that's like local, you know, for you, Sheffield. So have you been offered a fight on that show?
No, not yet. No, but hopefully that's something I want to get. You know,
would you box on that show because it's like in a week's time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you take that on like short notice? Against,
absolutely.
Yeah, you'd get on there.
Yeah, of course.
It's hard to turn down them kind of events.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you rate Kell Brook?
Oh, he's unbelievable. He's next level, and I think people that are, giving him very little chance in this fight, it's going to be, they're not, giving Kell the credit that he deserves.
Yeah.
He's an incredible fighter, and I think that little bit of weight that he's put on to fight Golovkin will do him good. He's not having to struggle and drain down, so it's going to be good. And I expect him to do very well.
What weight are you?
I'm a 12 stone 7 fighter, so
you're
light
like
heavy.
Super middleweight. Oh, it's light
heavyweight, yeah.
You know, you would have been sort of like ideal for Kell as a sparring partner.
Yeah,
because I was watching Kell sparring the other day, and he was sparring with fighters who were a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
Trying to mimic Golovkin.
Yeah.
You would have been ideal, because you got that extra weight.
Yeah, I got the extra weight.
You got a good work rate, haven't you?
Oh, I like to think so, but I tend to box at range and use my attributes. I mean, I'm 6'3.5", so at light heavy at 12'7".
And you're a southpaw, so I suppose it don't really work, does it?
It's nice to be able to box at range. But yeah, he's doing well, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if he goes and gets a win. And I hope he does. He's an England boy, and I hope he does well.
Does that inspire you to get?
Of course he does. Yeah, I mean he's gone for it, and he's one of those as well. He hasn't done his talking over the internet or via TV. He's gone in, he's got his job done. Whoever they put in front of him, and I know Khan's called him out numerous times, and it's a fight he's wanted, and then Khan's back down and things like that. And in the end he's always been the same. He's just said, look, I'm here. If you want it, I'll fight. And he's been very professional in that way, and you've got to respect him for that.
Well, that's what I mean. These little bullshitters like Khan and Chris Eubank Jr. Talking big fights.
You can call them bullshitters. I mean, I'm not going to.
Oh, you're on the fence, aren't you?
No, I'm.
You're a nice guy, aren't you?
I I try to be.
Yeah, you know, Chris Eubank had the chance to box Golovkin, and he was sort of like, people say he lost his pen.
Yeah.
But you know, Kell took it straight away. You know, like 2 weights,
2 weights up,
2 weights above him, and he just took it straight away. You know, that kind of warrior's mentality. You've got to admire it, haven't you?
Yeah, nothing but respect for him. And I think, you know, it's the right fight for him as well, isn't it? I mean, there's not many fighters out there that want him to fight in. Khan's walked around it and, you know, sidestepped it a few times, hasn't he? And he's just, he had that fight off for 2 minutes, went, yeah, I'll step up. So you can't do anything but respect that.
You know, you've boxed today and you've won. But I've spent the majority of this interview talking about Kell Brook. Sorry about that.
It's absolutely fine.
Let's talk about you.
It's all right. Go for it.
What next?
19th of November, back here at Doncaster Dome. Again, at the minute, I mean, I've got no idea who I'm fighting. But I'm looking forward to it already. It's nice to get one out of the way and then have you set on another one. So I'll have a few days off now, probably 4 or 5 days off, a little bit of rest, a bit of food, and then back in the gym.
You don't look damaged. You look fresh. You look nice and fresh.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You look
sign of a good boxer you did
nice
last weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Thank
good,
you.
Yeah. You know, a fighter's career is limited by how many punches he takes.
Of course.
So you didn't really take much hammer today, did you? You feel good, yeah?
Yeah, I do feel good.
You're going to have a rest?
Yeah, I'm going to go and get some tea. And it's late now, go and get some tea and a good night's sleep.
Are you one of those people who, you know, after they win, they go and get pissed?
I don't drink. I'm teetotal.
Really
I'm a teacher as well. I mean, that's what I do for work. Yeah? So I'll be back at school on Monday morning teaching the kids. So
they know you box?
Yeah, and they come and support me as well, which is great.
So they give you more respect because you can fight?
I don't think they give me more respect.
I used to disrespect my teachers. Well, you know, if I knew they could box, I'd show them more respect.
Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't.
I'd like to think I'm a good teacher as well.
Thank you. I'd say that was a compliment as well. Ali never did though, did he? But
who?
Ali.
Yeah. You know Ali.
Yeah.
What do you think? Good one,
What of him?
Is that your sort of like style, or would you prefer like a Tyson?
No,
you know, someone who goes to try and get the knockout.
I'm not a Tyson kind of guy.
Are you not
favorite boxer of all time? Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
Agler, just because he liked to mix it. Leonard, unreal. Ali, outstanding. Probably one of the greatest of all time.
Before you box to try and get that inspiration?
No, not before I boxed, but I've watched them over years. I mean, I've been boxing since I was 11 years old, so over 20 years this year.
How long have you been boxing?
Since I was 6.
You're from Doncaster?
First gym at 6, first contest at 11.
Have you ever been to the Ingle gym?
Yeah.
Who was it? When did you go there?
Oh God, many times as a young lad through sparring and things.
Because you know, back then, the gym was sort of like filled with champions.
Yeah.
So everyone you sparred with was sort of like
and
a
it still is now. And it still is now.
I think now there's only sort of like Kell Brook.
Yeah.
There's a few about who are sort of like prospects.
And you've got Barry Awad, Kid Galahad, if you want to call him that.
Yeah, Kid Galahad.
Yep.
Yeah. What now then? You're going to go and have a nice meal and relax?
Nice meal tonight with the missus. Early, you know, good sleep, and then we look what comes next. 19th of November.
You know, some boxers when they get sort of like a woman, they become more stable. You know, they become more stable.
Yep.
They don't go out clubbing and partying and chasing after women.
Well, I don't drink anyway. I don't drink, and that's not my lifestyle.
So you having a partner and not drinking.
Yep.
That will benefit you.
Thank you. I hope so.
Because you're more stable, aren't you? You're not chasing around after women.
I try my best.
Yeah, you're doing well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep it up. I like
Cheers,
it.
buddy.
Yeah. Well done for today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Has this interview been a bit uncomfortable?
No, not at all.
It's been alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice meeting you for the first time, mate. Congratulations on your win.
So much. Thank you.
Thanks for talking to iFL TV.
No problem. Cheers, gents.
£1 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.